welcome back, JDC family. My name is Jay. This is my Diecast Creations channel, and welcome to week 4 of the JDC Outlaw Drags, the JDC Outlaw Series. Here is your points lineup heading into week 4. And after this week, the top 8 will transfer on to the Sweet 16 and match up against Outlaw Speed Shop's competitors to see who takes the crown. Let's get them to the line and get some racing in. Race number 1 is at the line. In the left lane, you got Wicked Small Garage in that Porsche Carrera. In the right lane, we got Mr. Gotti in the Chrysler 300. This week is going to be crucial, folks. This week is going to be crucial to see who's going to move on into the Sweet 16. It looks like Mr. Gotti comes out to a short lead, and both of these cars get up to speed fast. Both of these cars are at top speed. Mr. Gotti sitting on 12 points, while Wicked Small Garage is only at half of that. So neither one of these competitors are in the top 8 right now, and they both want to make a run. Wicked Small Garage feels the pressure. He puts the hammer down, comes around on the left side, and pulls out to a 1 car length lead here, just past halfway as we come down the final straight. Mr. Gotti closes the gap, brings it to the back bumper, and they're both missing a shift here. As we look down the final straight, the victory is in sight for one of these cars, and Mr. Gotti pulls back up bumper to bumper with that Porsche Carrera. Who's it gonna be, folks? They both roll a 5. We're at the line. They are pacing each other. This next roll is gonna see who moves on to the next round, and the left lane does it. The left lane makes the run and moves on to the next round. Up next at the line in the left lane, you got Rapid Nismo, the winner of week 1 in that Volvo 850R wagon. He came out hot in this tournament, but he's since cooled down, folks. He's been having technical issues with this car, and he got knocked out in the first round, weeks 2 and 3. So let's see if it's gonna happen here, because in the right lane, we got Diecast Pirate in that Pontiac GTO, and it's all or nothing here for the Pirate. He's only sitting on 3 points here, I'm pretty sure, and it's gonna be all or nothing. They both come out hot. They know how important this is. Both of them hit the marks. They come firing out of the cannon, tree that thing up perfectly, and then they miss a shift. So I don't know what's going on. They're feeling pressure. The pressure is on, and we shall see who it's gonna be, folks. These cars are looking neck and neck as they come down the line, approaching halfway on the track, and they're flying. These things might have missed the shift, but they caught all the marks since then, and they are firing on all cylinders. Diecast Pirate has more cylinders than Rapid Nismo, but Rapid's got some secret firepower under the hood of that Volvo, and he's gonna need it if he wants to stay alive, because I have a feeling 17 points might not make the cut this week. We shall see. As he pulls out to a short lead, Diecast Pirate makes a run. Diecast Pirate makes a run up to the bumper. We are at the line, folks. This next roll is gonna see who moves on. Does Diecast Pirate carry the momentum? That is a tie. We need to re-roll that. They both want it so bad. They double tie the roll. Come on, who's it gonna be? Rapid Nismo moves on to the next round and secures his run to the finals. Next up at the line, we got David versus Goliath in the left lane at 70 Dodge Charger, your points leader in Wolf Good, driving that heater. This thing has been on fire this whole tournament. He leads by 26 points, pretty much locked into the top 8, but he's going to want to take this championship. This track championship is on the line here. And in the right lane, we got Ford Fan Diecast, and this is all or nothing for him. He's sitting on 3 points. He needs to make a run into the semifinals at least to secure his way into the top 8. Let's see how it's gonna go. He's gonna have his work cut out for him. He's gonna have to be perfect here because Wolf Good has been banging gears this whole tournament. He has not slipped up, maybe once, but it wasn't very much. And it looks like he starts to do what he does best. He takes a short lead over Ford Fan Diecast in that Maverick Grabber. And we're gonna see if he can keep it up. Ford Fan seems to be pacing him at the moment, and he pulls back up to his bumper. He pulls back up to his bumper at halfway mark on the track, door handle to door handle, bumper to bumper as we come down this straight. Both of them have the finish line in sight. Who's it gonna be, folks? Who is it gonna be? Wolf Good pulls back out to the race lead. He says, no, 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 no. You don't know what I do. This is what I do. You can't get me nervous. I'm not shaking in my boots. That's not happening because I don't wear boots. I've got the racing shoes on. My car's too hot to wear boots. So there you go, folks. Ford Fan Diecast comes back up to the bumper, but Wolf Good secures his spot, extending his race lead, and moves on to the next round. This is where it gets interesting. We got 2 competitors that are sitting in the top 8 facing off in the first round here in week 4. They're both sitting on 15 points. In the left lane, we got Kingman Highborn driving that Mercury Cougar Eliminator. In the right lane, you got Asco in the Plymouth Barracuda Flames Edition. 15 points. I don't know if that's going to do it, folks. One of these folks might be going home today. One of these guys might not have what it takes here in this final round. And the other is going to have a chance to make a run at the finals and secure their spot in the top 8. But we're going to see. We're going to see. Asco starts to assert his dominance. Early in this race, he pulls out to a 1 car length lead, and he's going to extend it. He extends it to 2 car lengths. Kingman Highborn may have spun the tires out of the gate here, and he's not done. He's keeping up his momentum. He's pacing that 2 car length lead that Asco has, and he starts to bring it back. Now, is he going to have time? He closes the gap to 1, but Asco is sitting at the 3/4 mark, folks, and it's not going to do it. He's going to have to do better than that. Asco hits the nitrous button, purges that system, pulls out to a 3 car length lead, and he's got to do it now if he's going to do it, and it's not going to happen, folks. Asco rolls the 3, crosses the line, and moves on to the next round, knocking out Kingman Highborn, making him sit on 15 points, excuse me, and he might be on the bubble at the end of today. We'll see. Race number 5 is at the line, ladies and gentlemen. In the left lane, we got Bruce Zolo in that 67 Mustang GT. In the right lane, Andrew Black in the Porsche 911 GT1. Both of these guys are sitting on 6 points. This is a make or break it moment. All of these races are nail biters today, folks. We're gonna see who really wants it and who's dialed in and who is gonna have to go home, shine them up, break them down, rebuild them for next year. But JDC Raceway has been a great success as far as I'm concerned. I'm pretty sure you guys are enjoying this, and we're gonna keep it rolling as much as possible here as we move forward into 2022. The plan was to have this as a year-long competition. I don't know that that's going to happen, but we shall see what the future brings. But for now, we're in week 4, and Andrew Black is making it happen. Bruce Zolo had a little bit of an issue there at the beginning of the race, and Andrew's pulled out to a 3 car length lead. Bruce starts to bring it back, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't know if he's got time. He's still sitting on a 2 car length gap, and Andrew's almost at the line, and that's going to do it, folks. Bruce comes up to the door of that Porsche, but Andrew takes off and moves on to the next round. Next up at the line, you all know these names. One of them sitting on the bubble right now. It's going to have to be a win or go home situation here. In the left lane, you got Neil Cummings, the no sleeper zone in the 57 Chevy Bel Air. He is your second place runner in points right now, sitting on 21. So even if he gets knocked out, that might be enough to secure his movement into the Sweet 16. But in the right lane, you got DT99 racing that Hemi Cuda. Outlaw Speed Shop called him his favorite to win it all. We shall see, because he's just outside the top 8. He's got to win this race, folks. He's got to win this race to move on. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? They both spin the tires out of the gate, and the right lane takes a short lead. The right lane comes out to a nose. As we come down the quarter mark on the track, is Neil Cummings going to have technical issues? I don't think so, folks, because he comes back around the left side, waving at DT99 Race, and we're not sure what's going to happen. It's still anybody's race, but Neil pulls out to a 1-car length lead, and Jimmy starts to bring it back. He comes back up to the bumper just past halfway. This is still an exciting race, and look at this. DT99 Race drops the hammer, grabs a high gear, comes around the right side of that 57 Chevy, and says, Mopar Madness is here to stay. You better go somewhere. I'm not trying to go home. It's still anybody's race as we come past the 3/4 mark. And look at this, folks. It's going to come down to the wire. They are both at the finish line. Who's it going to be? Neil has the head of steam, but does Jimmy have what it takes? Yes, he does. DT99 Race crosses the line first and moves on to the next round. Next up at the line, folks, we got in the left lane, B's Diecast Fantasyland in that Ford Thunderbolt. And in the right lane, that boy Rizzle in the 66 Chevy Nova Flames Edition. This is a make or break moment for both of these cars. They haven't had the best showing so far. They have not had the best showing so far. And one of them's going to have a chance to make a run at the finals here and try to break in to the top 8 in points. We shall see. We shall see. That boy Rizzle comes out to a 1-car length lead early, but B's Diecast Fantasyland comes right back up to that bumper. He said, no, you're not leaving me in the dust. Not today. Not today, Junior. And he comes back up, door handle to door handle, bumper to bumper as we approach the halfway mark, and they're up to speed. They are both up to speed. I gotta say that I stole that line from Bob Finan, the announcer at my local track, one of the best in the country. Door handle to door handle, bumper to bumper as we come down the final straight here, looking at the finish line. That boy Rizzle pulls back out to the lead. Back out to the lead with a 1-car length. Nose over B's Diecast Fantasyland, but it's not over, folks. That Ford Thunderbolt grabs the next gear, drops the hammer on that thing, puts the pedal to the metal, and who's it gonna be? The right lane pulls out. The right lane pulls out to the lead, crosses the line first, and that boy Rizzle has a chance to make a run at the final 8. Next up at the line, ladies and gentlemen, in the left lane, we got Zachary in that Gremlin race car, sponsored by Lucas Oil. He hasn't had a great showing so far, but let's see if he can make a run here. In the right lane, we got Superbird Diecast driving the Plymouth Superbird. Let's see who it's going to be, folks. The left lane comes out hot. The left lane comes out hot to a short lead. The short lead over Superbird Diecast. Zachary is focused here today. And we're going to see if he can catch his first win in the tournament. He's been having technical difficulties this whole tournament, folks. And hopefully that's just a missed shift. And that's not the case here as Superbird pulls back up to that Gremlin race car. And Zachary pulls back out to a short lead. And it looks like this is a great race. Superbird pulls back up bumper to bumper. Door handle to door handle as we look down this final straight. Who's it gonna be, folks? These cars are heads up right now. Superbird pulls out to a short lead over that Gremlin of Zachary, but it's still anybody's race. Can Zachary come back? It looks like he makes the run, but runs out of time as Superbird crosses the line and moves on to the next round. Back at the line, in the left lane, we got Ford's Man 84 and that 41 Ford tail dragger. And in the right lane, we got Jarka driving the 07 Mustang. Both of these competitors are sitting on 3 points each. One of them's gonna have a run here. One of them's gonna get a chance to make their name known, and they both know it. They both fire out of the cannon. They come out to a strong start, hooking up here. And Ford's Man 84, your test tournament champion, pulls out to a short lead. But is Jarka gonna let him? Is Jarka gonna let it happen? It doesn't look like it. He pulls right back up to that heavy lead sled. But Ford's Man 84 has a big motor in there, high compression, lets it breathe, and pulls out to a short lead. But this is a great race, folks. Jarka drops the hammer in that Mustang and lets those ponies breathe as he comes around the right side, taking a short lead. He's out front by a half car, and they're both up to speed. They are both up to speed as they come down this last straight with victory in sight for Jarka. Is it gonna happen, or can Ford's Man come around on the left side? Ford's Man 84 pulls off the upset from behind, comes around and crosses the line first, taking his first win here, a second win, and moving on to the next round. Next up in the left lane, ladies and gentlemen, we got Seth Jackson driving that 18 Challenger Demon. In the right lane, BP Custom Creations in the Deuce Roadster. Let's see who it's gonna be, folks. Both of these cars need to make a run. Both of these cars need to make a run, and they both know it. They come out hot. They both fire out, getting a perfect launch. But that right lane in the Deuce Roadster of BP Custom Creations pulls out to a 1 car length lead early. He must have lightweighted that thing just a little bit more, figured out the motor issues he was having. But Seth Jackson pulls back up to that bumper just in time for BP Custom Creations to chuck the deuces. Ben takes a 2 car length lead here, and they're both up to speed. They are both up to speed, coming down towards that 3/4 mark for BP Custom Creations. And Seth Jackson's got to make it happen soon if he's going to do something, because he's running out of time. He is running out of time. BP is missing a shift here as Seth Jackson closes into 1 car length. And is it going to be enough? No, it is not. BP Custom Creations crosses the line and moves on to the next round. At the line, we got Red Eye 247 Hot Wheels in that Willys. In the right lane, you got King Nut Diecast Cars in the Porsche 918 Spider. King Nut won last week. Made a good run last week, and Red Eye is your runner-up from week 2, I believe. We're gonna see who really wants it here. King Nut needs to move forward, as well as Red Eye. Both of these cars are not safe for the top 8 so far. We got to see what happens in the shakedown this week with the points, but they're both going to want it. They're both going to want to move on here, and it looks like Red Eye is pulling out. Is pulling out to a 3 car length lead early. Is King Nut having problems, or is he going to make a run here? He's going to have to do it soon. And he starts to close. He closes it down to a 2 car length lead. And he's going to have to make it happen fast, guys. Fast, because King Nut's at the halfway mark. And Red Eye is closing in on the 3/4 mark as we look down that final straight. King Nut's going to have to make something happen quick. And it's not looking good as he starts to lose time as Red Eye 247 gets to the line. He makes the run. He closes it to 1 car length. But Red Eye, oh, hold on. He's still in striking distance. This could still happen if King Nut rolls a higher number enough to advance. He rolls the higher number, but it's not enough to get across the line. Red Eye 247 Hot Wheels advances to the next round. Next up in the left lane, we got Eddie from Simple Customs in that Shelby Daytona Coupe. In the right lane, DKS Creates in that Subaru 22B. Eddie comes out to a 1 car length lead, which is uncharacteristic of that Subaru to miss a shift or spin the tires in that all-wheel drive out of the gate. But he starts to close a little bit more, and they're both up to top speed. They are both up to top speed. Eddie from Simple Customs in that beautiful Shelby is starting to slip because DKS Creates knows it's all or nothing now. He comes around the right side, but Eddie says, no, I'm the Godfather. You know who you're messing with here? I'm the Godfather from Massachusetts and from Boston over here, and I'm here to stay. You're not gonna send me home. Not with that little rice burner you got. You're gonna have to bring more than that, and look at it. Eddie pulls out to a 2 car length lead over DKS Creates. Can DKS Creates come back? Can he come back? He makes a run, but it's not gonna be enough. Eddie from Simple Customs moves on to the next round. Next up, we got Alex Graf in the Volkswagen Käfer Racer in the left lane. In the right lane, you got Dane Self in that Scion FRS, your runner-up from next week. Alex Graf is a must-win here because he is not in the top 8 right now. He's just outside. As Dane Self comes out to a short lead here, Alex pulls back up, makes it even as we just passed the quarter mark on the track, and it looks like he's gonna take a lead. He comes out to the lead, pulling out on that Scion, and they're both up to speed, folks. They are both up to speed as we cross over the halfway mark. Who is it gonna be? It looks like Alex Graf starts to lose distance as Dane Self drops the hammer in that Scion, lets that thing spool up, and he comes around on the right side, rocketing out to a 1 car length lead over Alex Graf. And what is gonna happen now? Alex has to make something happen soon. He's about to get locked out if he does not make a move, and Dane Self makes it happen in the right lane, moving on to the next round. Next up at the line in the left lane, we got Mid-Island Custom Diecast in that 3rd Gen Camaro. In the right lane, you got BJ's Customs in the Ford Torino. Both of these cars are sitting on 6 points. This is a crucial round here, folks. This is crucial for both of these cars. I mean, it's crucial for everybody, really. If you're trying to move on to the Sweet 16, you got to do well here, right? You got to do well. And some of these cars need to go all the way and win this week. So we shall see who it's going to be. BJ's Customs is out to a 1 car length lead as we approach halfway here on the track, and he pulls out to a 3 car length lead over Evan from Mid-Island Diecast, Custom Diecast. It's not looking good for that 3rd Gen Camaro. He's having motor problems again, and it doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it happen. BJ's Customs is all the way down the track, looking at the finish line and blowing out Mid-Island Custom Diecast. Moving on to the next round. Next up in the left lane, you got JLA Air Cooled in that Sesto Elemento. In the right lane, we got Andrew from Maple Leaf Customs in that Porsche 935. Let's see who's going to do it, folks. Who's going to do it? This is a must-win for both of these cars. As Andrew pulls out to a short race lead, that Sesto Elemento with the V12 drops the hammer, comes around on the left side, and takes the lead back, and both of these cars are up to speed. Both of these Euros are up to speed. They are flying right now. Who is it gonna be? Andrew makes a run. He comes back out to a short race lead here in that Urban Outlaw Porsche 935, and he starts to extend. I don't know if that thing's turbocharged or what, but it starts to spool. But JLA Air Cooled and Diecast says, hold on now. That big V12 kicks in and comes back up to the Porsche, but Andrew pulls back out front and takes the lead back just in time for JLA to close it up. This is a great race. We are bumper to bumper, door handle to door handle, but Andrew from Maple Leaf Customs makes it happen. makes it happen and comes around, taking a race win, moving on to the next round. Last race of the day, folks. In the left lane, we got Scott Harvey in that 90 Acura NSX. In the right lane, Road Warrior John in the 55 Chevy. They both spin the tires out of the gate. My phone is dying. I'm gonna try to get this in before it shuts down. We are head to head here as we approach the quarter mark on the track. Scott Harvey pulls out to a short lead. This is all or nothing for this guy right now. He's putting it all on the line. He knows if he doesn't win and make a run to the finals here, he is out for good. And they are bumper to bumper. Door handle to door handle. As we approach halfway, that left lane comes back out to a race lead. Back out to a short lead, and he starts to extend it. Scott's got this thing dialed in. He put a new motor in this car after week 1, and he finally broke it in. It looks like he's gonna make it happen. Can Road Warrior John make a run back up? He's gonna try. He is gonna try. He comes within striking distance. Can he pull off the upset? And he does. He shuts it down for Scott Harvey. Comes across the line with all the NOS he has left and moves on to the next round. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The winners from week 4, round 1. As we move in to round 2, these are the cars that are going to transfer on. See you guys on Wednesday. Peace.